Hi everyone, welcome back to Be Rich. Today I was going to talk about what's happening with gold and what's happening with silver. We usually talk about gold, so today I thought I'd talk about gold and silver. And historically, those two have been the metals of choice, the safe havens historically for people to run to at times of economic uncertainty, as they say. And the graph which I'm looking at right now, which I've asked Rupesh to share with you guys, is the price of gold. If you see tracking from 2020 all the way to 2024. There's gold and silver, both of them. The silver is in red and the gold is in black. And the prices is in dollars because I would like to talk about it from an international point of view rather than the domestic Indian point of view. So if you look at it, silver was far more, what you call, at a higher price compared to gold in terms of dollars an ounce. And then if you see as the graph moves across, gold starts rising and as silver starts coming down. And by end to 2021, you see the huge correction that follows for gold and silver, both of them crashing in early 2022. That's the lowest it's been. After that, it's been on an upward trajectory. And in the last few months, gold has broken the roof. Gold has gone from 1,900 in the 2020s to well above 2,300, touching almost 2,400. And silver is in pace doing the same. So the question begs, what is causing this? There's two things which are causing this. One was there was a huge expectation that the inflation, especially in the US, being the world's largest economy, had started to cool off, and we're going to see inflation numbers show that inflation is starting to dip, soften, as they say. And the Fed, which had also been showing signs that it had an appetite for rate cuts, that it would start cutting rates, and we will probably have a chance of having 3 rate cuts this year. Well, the way things stand right now, I would say probably 2 rate cuts seems more probable than the 3, which was initially thought of. Why that is purely because of the way the American economy is, the way inflation is still very warm, which has led to this. The other main, I would say, more than the inflation in the US, what is pushing the gold price to these extraordinary levels is the amount of uncertainty which is still lingering on a geopolitical level. If you see what is happening in the Middle East and what is happening with Israel and Palestine and the Americans and the Iranians and the Syrians, it's turning more and more protracted, and it seems to be becoming more of a regional conflict than instance of between Israel and Palestine. Iran today has come out and said, yes, our response is going to be there, but it's going to be a measured response. We're going to be very calculative in our response, and has assured the world the response will be there and it will come. But it has also promised that it will be measured and it will be contained to what it feels would be something which will not lead to unnecessary showdown with America. It has assured the Americans especially that whatever steps they take to reprimand Israel for what it did in Syria, it will not force Joe Biden's hand into a direct conflict with Iran. This has given some kind of acquiesce to the market and the world, and diplomats and people seem to be cheering this. Well, I'm not sure. Till it plays out, till we know what happens, we really don't know where it's going to fall. So this kind of news, plus what is happening with Russia and Ukraine making all kinds of claims, and Russia making all kinds of claims, each of them ringing the bell constantly, saying danger of a larger war and what's happening with NATO, it is leading more and more central banks to lean towards acquiring more and more gold. That being said, the other reason why central banks across the globe, especially the Russians and the Chinese and others, are having a huge appetite for gold is because of the fear of sanctions and dollars. The Americans have been using the reserve currency which they own, which is a dollar, as a financial weapon, and they've been creating havoc on countries which they deem as not being friendly towards them or their policies, or not being friendly towards Western ideology and democracy. So this has led more and more countries to liquidate their US treasuries and hold on to gold as a safe haven rather than holding on to the American dollar. This has been one of the main reasons, if you see, for the rally in gold and the rally in silver. And this rally, in the short term at least, I don't see it abating for the simple reason there seems to be no solution on board for what is happening in the Middle East. And that too with American elections around the corner, with Trump the way he's talking, and the poll numbers the way they're looking, and with news such as European leaders huddling and running across to the pond and talking to their counterparts in America to find out what Trump is thinking, if there is another Trump presidency, what he plans to do, and the people in America unable to give any clear picture to the Europeans, is leading to more and more uncertainty and more fear in the market. So, if you look at it all this is not going to help gold prices to cool off. If anything, it's only going to strengthen this rally which is happening in gold. How long this rally is going to last, where it's going to go and finally end, I do not know. So, then begs the question, should you be investing in gold? The question then I ask for you is gold really an investment? I am shown in previous videos which I have spoken about gold with Sensex, how Sensex or the Nifty on the long term beats gold to pace. That gold rallies, yes, in these short bursts, especially during market uncertainties, it does rally, granted. But if you're looking at a long term, and if you don't have a requirement for gold, if you don't plan to exit your current country of domicile, and if there's no need for you to run, then maybe there is something to pause and consider, because gold prices at this point of time are really high. From this point on, if you're thinking of investing in gold, it has to be a hedge against some risks which are there inherently in your portfolio or in your investments. Because I don't see any other reason than holding more than 5% of your portfolio in gold, because that should be more than enough hedge against any risk or any downturn in the market, in the short term at least. So this is what I wanted to share with you about how gold and silver seem to be going through a real market bull run right now, and the reasons behind it. It's more than inflation. It is more than just economic conditions. It is purely on macro level, and the amount of fear which is there in the world right now about the uncertainties and the political uncertainties all over the Middle East and in America and all over Europe. This is very apparent, and this is what's leading to the rally of gold. I hope you have understood this, and I hope you can digest it and use it in your ideas and investing and wealth creation. Thanks for watching the videos as always, guys, and I'll see you in the next one soon. Bye.
It's a great privilege and honor that so many of you in thousands have subscribed to my channel and have supported me. I have written 2 books in English, The Alchemy of Money and Ordinary Stocks, Extraordinary Profits. These books are published by us and are ready. If you want to procure a copy, send us a message to the WhatsApp number given below and my team would respond to you. If you want an Amazon Kindle copy, you can click the link below. Finally, those who wish to consult with me can send a mail to berichenglish@gmail.com. Once again, I thank you for your support. If you like this video, press the subscribe button of my channel, hit the like button and turn on the bell notification.